Welcome to the Photos of the Past channel. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. This Loves Baby Soft ad with the tagline, "Innocence is sexier than you think," conveys a controversial message. Associating childlike innocence with allure, this approach is now seen as quite unsettling. The ad presents an edgy marketing strategy by linking innocence and attraction, pushing the boundaries of acceptable advertising. This old gold cigarette ad aims to add a touch of luxury by associating the brand with a royal image. However, the kneeling figure used to elevate the product is a concept that clashes with modern values. This ad stands out as a striking example of how cigarette consumption was once glamorized. In this Marlboro ad, babies are portrayed as promoting cigarettes, a surprising and ethically questionable approach. Phrases like, "Mom, maybe you'd better light up a Marlboro before scolding me," suggest that smoking is a relaxing act. Such ads highlight how drastically different and unacceptable marketing strategies were in the past. Cocaine was once marketed as a quick fix for toothaches. For just 15 cents, this instant pain reliever seems shocking by today's standards. Medical practices back then were certainly far from what we consider safe today. This Jell-O ad reflects racial biases of the time by depicting a servant-master relationship reminiscent of the Southern plantation era. The image of a young black child serving a white woman highlights a period when societal inequalities were normalized. Such ads embody stereotypes that are no longer acceptable today. This Warner's ad promotes corsets and bras to shape women's bodies into a proper form, targeting those whose natural shape is deemed incorrect. For viewers over 60, this ad is a reminder of unethical advertising that once dictated beauty standards, making it discomforting and thought-provoking by today's values. This 7-Up ad, showing a young baby drinking soda, grabs attention. While it seems odd today, back then, soda was considered healthy and suitable for all ages. Encouraging soda for a baby reflects just how different marketing perspectives were in those days. This Van Heusen shirt ad presents 4 modern men next to a native figure in traditional attire, showcasing the white shirt as a smart choice. However, ads like these reflect the intolerance of the era, highlighting the spread of cultural stereotypes. It's a clear example of America's ethically questionable marketing history. This Jade East aftershave ad carries the controversial tagline, "If she doesn't give it to you, get it yourself." By positioning the woman next to the product as an accessory, it exemplifies the objectification of women. Such ads reflect America's history of pushing ethical boundaries in marketing approaches. This ad targets women, urging them to have a shape he can't forget. Promising that Tab will make a woman memorable in a man's mind, it reflects the sexist stereotypes of the era. By emphasizing a woman's value through physical appearance, it showcases a time when marketing often ignored ethical standards. This ad suggests that women become more attractive the harder they work at home chores. While such thinking was common for its time, it's considered highly sexist and inappropriate today. A woman's value should not be based on her work, but on her individual identity. This vintage ad uses racial stereotypes under the guise of hygiene to exaggerate Fairy Soap's cleaning power. Seen through a modern lens, such advertising is blatantly offensive and discriminatory. Marketing approaches like this from the past are far removed from today's ethical standards. This ad suggests avoiding the shadow of future health risks by smoking. Lucky Strike's slogan of "no throat irritation" aimed to portray cigarettes as harmless. Marketing tactics back then often ignored the serious health risks associated with smoking. This ad promotes Camel cigarettes as the preferred choice of doctors. Back then, using doctors to endorse cigarettes as a healthy option was common. Now it's concerning to see a health-threatening product portrayed with medical approval. This Hoover ad implies that a woman would be happier on Christmas morning with a vacuum cleaner. Reflecting the 1950s perception of women's roles, this approach is now considered outdated and sexist. The line, "Give her a Hoover and you give her the best," directed at men, also stands out. According to this ad, smoking offers protection against cough. Lucky Strike promotes its toasted tobacco as less irritating to the throat. Today, such claims are misleading and laughable, considering the harmful effects of smoking on health. This vintage advertisement promotes Mrs. Winslow's soothing syrup, used in the 19th century to calm teething babies. Marketed as a mother's friend, The syrup contained morphine and alcohol, ingredients now known to be harmful. At the time, however, these components were commonly used. The product was eventually banned after it caused health issues in many children. This vintage ad links Pear's soap to the concept of the white man's burden, suggesting civilization can be spread through cleanliness. Representing a deeply racist and colonialist view, this ad exemplifies an era when ethical standards in marketing were far from today's norms. In this Palmolive ad, it suggested that women are valued more for beauty than intelligence. The message, "Men care more about beauty than brains," reflects an outdated and ethically questionable view of women. This ad is a striking example of how women were once perceived in marketing.